The Texas Rangers just ended their last Cactus League game of 2025. We got stuff to talk about. Welcome back. Long time no see. First live stream of 2025 baseball season from me to you. Welcome in. I already see some people popping in. I don't know if you're on I don't know if you're on X or on YouTube or both, but welcome in either way. Say hi in the chat if you're on YouTube. I don't know if I see the messages from X or not. Go ahead and message me either way. Yeah, boy, a whole bunch of you popping in. Welcome in. My light's moving. Hold on, everybody. Don't move. Don't move. My light's moving. All right, we're going to talk about today's game. The Texas Rangers end Cactus League play. Guess they're getting on the bus, right? Would it be a bus or are they flying back? Doesn't matter. They'll be back in Texas soon. 3 games, I think, against the Royals here at Globe Life Field. And that should be a lot of fun. But let's talk about today's game first. There's some big, and all the moves. My goodness, a whole bunch of moves before the game. See why Chris Young talked about what it meant. Is Pilar on this team? Yeah, I think he is. Is Evan Carter on this team? I don't know. I don't think they know yet. I think signs are pointing towards no. Is Leagie a starting center fielder? I think he is against righties and against lefties. It's Pilar. My big question is, offensively is Jock DH against a left-handed starter. And that first game against Garrett Crochet, Jock doesn't hit historically. Hey, Zach, what's going on? Zach Castro saying hi in the chat. I see like 12 of you are in here. Welcome in, everybody. I'm going to try to say hi to you guys if you say hi in the chat. I just don't think I see the X comments yet. I think I only see them afterwards, but I don't see them in YouTube on YouTube. Let me know if I'm wrong. If you're on X, and well, I guess it shows me right here, so I'll let you know. But anyway, Zach's on YouTube. Welcome in. And I see 12 other of you in here. Welcome. My biggest concern offensively is against the left-handed starter and our DH, Jock Peterson. Jock's going to have a nice year. I'm excited about Jock. I've been a Jock fan for a long time, and he's going to bash for us. He's going to hit a lot of home runs for us. He's going to have a lot of RBIs for us. He's going to be great in the clubhouse, but he's not going to be a good hitter against left-handed pitchers, and that's what we've got opening day, Garrett Crochet. I was putting together for some videos and some live streams that'll be upcoming my picks for 2025, who I think will win the AL West, the NL West, the AL East, all of it. Playoffs, World Series, and then I just finished up with MVP, Rookie of the Year, Cy Young. Garrett Crochet's got a strong chance to win the AL Cy Young. We've got a guy or two, but at least one. Hey, Adnan in the house, what's going on? We've got a guy in Jacob deGrom that could be a Cy Young Award winner. They got a guy in Garrett Crochet who could be a Cy Young Award winner, but the DH situation, and Adnan just said, oh yeah, and I guess I do see X comments. Nice. Adnan just said it. I hope I'm saying your name right, buddy. Possible platoon of Garcia and Jock at DH is my guess. That's exactly what I think. Hey, Jane, what's going on? Welcome in. So I do see your comments on both YouTube and X, so feel free if you're on X to say hi. I got 16 of you live here. I appreciate that. So we'll talk about on a future live stream and or video what I think will be the opening day lineup. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow night. We're going to be doing a lot of this. So if you're here, please subscribe, all those things, so you can get hit that button so you can get notifications so you know when we go live. It's fun to talk to you guys. It's not fun to talk to the camera. So come on in and comment. This show is for us. I've had a very busy day, and we're going to talk about that. It's been a really fun day, and I'll talk about some of those projects I'm doing because some of you can get involved if you want. But we're going to get back to what happened today, what's going on with the roster, and then opening day are the 3 things I want to talk about. Langford, we're going to talk about. He had a nice day and a really good spring. Jack Leiter, we're going to talk about. He had both a spectacular spring and a horrible spring. We'll talk about that. Adolis Garcia, one of my daughter's favorite ball players. We're going to talk about him. Looks like his power might be back. He's got enough for it, at least in Arizona right now. And we're going to talk about the bullpen starting situation. We got Milner and Garabito looking, not like I want him to look. Then we're going to talk about Victory Plus, the RS Regional Sports Network of the Rangers, just a little bit, and that'll be the show. I don't know if we'll go 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or whatever, but welcome in. If you haven't said hello already, whether you're on X or on YouTube, I want to see you. Hey, Jane, appreciate the nice words. Thank you so much. Zach and Adnan and Jane are talking right now, both on X and on YouTube. Let me know where you're at and where you're watching this. All right, let's get right to it. I love Wyatt Langford in the leadoff position. I do. A lot. So back in the old days, you'd always put the speedster up there and you steal a base, and the Tom Goodwins and the Kenny Loftons and the Ricky Andersons and the Vince Colemans. We don't have them, or do we? Wyatt Langford and Evan Carter are the guys who I think will run the most on our team. Heck, Pilar's got a few steals, even though he's not as old as me, but he's a lot older than Evan Carter, right? And he's got a couple steals here in spring. I don't think that matters. I think our runners this year, Langford and Carter. If Carter makes the team, we'll talk about that. I love the idea of Langford as leadoff hitter. And I got to be real, hey, fantastic Castro. I've never really loved Simeon in the leadoff spot. Why? He can hit for power. Did he have 100 RBIs just a couple of years ago? And he had a down year last year. I expect him to have a nicer year this year. I've never really loved him in the one spot. I like Corey in the 2-hole. I think Langford should be our leadoff hitter for sure against lefties, but I think we should just go with it. He's going to get the infield hit. He's going to mash. He might be 30-30. He's going to score a lot of runs. Boy, does that put pressure on the offense or on the defense immediately. Not that Simeon can't do that, but Simeon's not going to be running like Langford's going to be running. He's just not that kind of player anymore. I love Langford at leadoff, and I know I don't see him starting as a leadoff hitter today being an indication that they're looking at that, but I wish they would. I hope they do. Maybe they are, I suppose. I would love to be wrong and think they are. I love Langford in the 1-hole, Seager behind him, and then we could talk about what happens after that. But that's just a great way to add pressure to the defense right off the bat. Ideally, Evan Carter's your leadoff hitter, but he's not. He's just not right now. He's not even your center fielder right now, but we'll get to that in a minute. Fantastic Castro. I think I said hello to you. Rarity's in the house. A bit surprised on Chavez getting released yesterday. He just hasn't pitched well. I'm a big Jesse Chavez fan. I have been for years. I guess the Braves are on the clock. I heard somebody, or I think I read that on X. What has he been on the Braves 3 times or something? I loved the pickup when they picked up Jesse Chavez. I loved it as a depth piece. I thought he could be in the Jose Leclerc role, or maybe a little earlier than that, maybe like a the mid-range 5th inning, 6th inning guy when you need somebody you're not ready for the back end of the pen. But he just hasn't looked good. I liked the the Hunter Strickland pickup too, and that didn't work out either. So yeah, Rarities, I'm with you. I was a little surprised by that, but not surprised that they let him go today. Surprised that he wasn't an effective pitcher. So Langford, leadoff home run today. What a nice way to get that game going. Not that the game matters, but it's nice to see him hitting. What is he hitting? 480 something, almost 500. Had a nice long interview on the RSN with the new Laura young lady who I thought was good. I mean, she asked a whole lot of questions and he doesn't give a whole lot of answers, but still nice to see him. Not a lot of in-depth answers at least, but it was nice to see him being interviewed. Superstar. 30-30, maybe all-star, probably MVP top 10, potentially MVP overall. Maybe he's not my pick for the MVP. Not even my pick for the Rangers MVP, but we'll get to that probably on another show. But anyway, Langford is looking really, really good, and he did look good today with the leadoff home run. Let's talk about Jack Leiter now. Jack Leiter has never thrown a pitch in Major League Baseball that hit 100 miles per hour, okay? I'm going to say that again. Kenny Landry tweeted this out right before the show. I noticed it. I'll say it again. Jack Leiter in a Major League Baseball game, he's only had, 4 or 5 starts? I don't know, something like that. He's not hit 100 miles per hour ever. And he hit it 4 times in a row in the second inning alone. It was pretty sweet, too. 4 straight pitches, 100 or more. That second pitch was 101. And then that nice slider, I think, was 87 outside and away. I'm not going to call it unhittable. These guys are really good hitters, but that's really, really good. But he also gave up 4 straight hits in the second inning. What the heck? Like, if you just looked at the second inning, you could go insane. Leadoff hitter, second hitter, third hitter, fourth hitter, all base hits. Now, that's after the first inning going 1-2-3. 1-2-3, which included Bobby Witt hitting second and Vinny Pasquatch hitting 3. So he sails through the first inning. Then he gives up 4 hits to start the second inning, and then he closes the second inning. Brilliant. What the heck do we have here? Well, here's what we have. We have the pitcher of the year in the PCL last year in Jack Leiter. We have one of the better pitchers in college baseball in the last few years. He had 2 spectacular years in Vanderbilt. We have a first-round draft pick that lots of, in my opinion, Ranger fans were too quick to throw away, too quick to think he wasn't. It was a prospect that we just didn't get there. I mean, Bobby Witt was the second pick in the draft, and so was Jack Leiter. Well, it was a different draft, people. If you look at the draft when Leiter got picked, who was already there? Hardly anybody. There's a few. I think Nolan Shonell or Shonwell or whatever. How do you say that? First baseman for the Angels. I think he beat him there. And there's somebody else too. I'm not remembering right now off the top of my head. But my point is, it just wasn't a draft that was chock full of studs. There was no, Bobby Witt didn't go second in the draft. That's just the easiest way to say it. But I still love Jack Leiter. I think long-term he's going to be really, really good. I love Kumar Rocker. I love Jack Leiter. If you told me only one of them was going to be a really, really good pitcher in Major League Baseball, I'd put my money on Leiter. Now, I do think they're both going to be good. That's not me hating on Kumar. I love Kumar. I just think Leiter is a little ahead of him. I think A lot of people came into spring training this year thinking the exact opposite. I think people were thinking Kumar, and I'm still seeing people picking Kumar to be the rookie of the year. Maybe he will. I don't think he's going to get enough innings to be rookie of the year. And I mean, Skeens didn't even get rookie of the year, did he? They don't vote for pitchers. Did he get the rookie of the year? Did Skeens get the rookie of the year? Regardless, pitchers I guess he did, right? Him and Gill got it. So both NL and AL this year were pitchers. But my point is, it's not going to go to a pitcher more than likely. And I don't think Kumar is going to pitch enough innings, even if he's elite, to get the award. But I will say that I think they're both going to be good. I mean, they're both kind of in the same boat, right? Filthy, unbelievable, and horrible all in the same inning. We could say that about both of them this week alone. But Jack ended up with 6 innings. 6 innings, 4 Ks, 1 walk. I love the 1 walk. Hey, Joshua, what's going on? Let's see what Joshua has to say before I continue with Leiter. Seemed like Leiter had a decent outing today from looking at the stat line today. Yeah, didn't give up a whole bunch of walks today, which is encouraging for him. That was my favorite thing. That's exactly just what I was about to say. Welcome in, Joshua. I'm really glad you're here. Yeah, 6 innings, 4 Ks, 1 walk. Again, he 1, 2, 3 in the first inning, and then 4 straight hits in the second inning, but then closes out the second inning. Unbelievable. Never hit 100 miles per hour in the major leagues in his career. Did it 4 times in 1 inning today. He got a little lucky with double plays. First of all, the infield fly rule double play where the runners just didn't know what they were doing. That was a really lucky one, and I don't remember the other double play, but I remember thinking it was lucky also. So there's a little bit of luck in the line today, but he looked good. He looked really, really good. He also looked really, really bad. So we'll just see what we've got. He did go deep. I think it was the first time he'd ever gone into the 6th inning as a Ranger, MLB or spring training. Pretty sure that's right. So that's encouraging too. The miles per hour, encouraging. The 1 walk, encouraging. How far he went, encouraging. And you know what was really encouraging? I saw on the video feed on Victory when he came out after they came back from commercial after he'd been pulled for the 6th inning. He had a big old goofy grin walking through the dugout. So obviously he was happy with himself. And I haven't heard anything. I decided to go live rather than listen to the post-game stuff, but I'm sure he heard some good stuff from Maddox or Boach or the players or whatever. I mean, he was feeling himself. And I think that it worries me when he's out on the field there, out on the mound, he's talking to himself. I'm a big fan of Mark the Bird Fidrich. Let me know in the chat, you guys. Anybody old enough to know who Mark the Bird Fidrich is? A big fan of Al, the Mad Hungarian Herbowski, and they're famous for talking to themselves. I see Leiter talking to himself a lot. He's talked about it. He's just giving himself positive feedback, and it freaks me out a little bit. I don't want to. I mean, Jack, I don't know you. Are you a little crazy? Maybe so. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm not going to pretend like it doesn't scare me. But I did like the results today. So hopefully, and he's in their rotation. I mean, they haven't announced it, or if they have it, they've done it in the last half hour. Before the game, they had an announcement, but there's no way he's not. So the question would be Kumar. They said Hauser was not it. We'll talk about that again on probably another show. Now let's talk about Garabito and Milner. They looked horrible. They looked horrible. Milner gave up a big bomb home run. Didn't look major league ready to me at all. We need him. We need a lefty. There's not a lot of lefty pitchers on the Texas Rangers right now. We're going to need him to have a good year. Hopefully he's just working on something. You know, the thing with spring training, there's a couple things with pitchers especially. They could be just working on something, right? And it's Arizona. So F7s turn into home runs. F9s F8s turn into home runs pretty regular, on the regular in Arizona. But Milner didn't look good. Didn't look good at all to me. The 1 inning that he pitched. And Garabito, who was in line to maybe be a starter, right? I don't think he's going to be a starter, but he threw the 1 inning today, showing me that they're not thinking about that in the least. He's going to be, if he's on the team, he's going to be that middle, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th inning kind of guy. If he makes the team, and he didn't look good at all today. Does that mean he doesn't make the team? Does Milner not make the team because of this? I don't know. It's a hard spot to be in for Maddox and Bochy and the Brain Trust. I just don't know what I think they're going to do. And we'll probably do a show in a couple of days about where we think the roster is going to be. But we need Milner more so than we need Garabito probably, but we need them both if you ask me. Last thing I want to talk about is Victory Plus. Have you signed up yet? If you haven't signed up yet, you should. If you have signed up, the reason I wanted to mention it's the regional sports network for the Rangers. If you've already signed up, check your email. I got mine today. They send you 2 vouchers for a ticket. So I picked up 1 ticket for 2 different games. I'm going to pick up a couple bobbleheads. So they're not great tickets, right? They're up high, nosebleed. But, you're getting in the park. And so I decided, hey, I'll make sure I get a a bobblehead. So I picked a couple bobblehead games that are coming. I think one in April, one in May, and it's the Josh Young baseball card bobblehead and the Langford the cycle bobblehead. I just decided to grab one each, and I'll just go and hang out. And will I even sit in my seat? I don't know. I'll probably grab a dog and walk around. When I've used those when I was a season ticket holder, they give you free tickets. And when I used those, because you had your own ticket, right? But sometimes I would use those because I'd bring a friend, or I've got grandkids and stuff. I'd bring them, but if I'd go on my own on those freebies, is what I'm trying to say, I wouldn't even look at my seat. Sometimes I would just cruise around and have a good time. We'll see how it is. But it's there. So my point in all this saying this is, if you've already signed up for Victory Plus, check your email. I got mine this morning, and your vouchers will be sent over to you, or have been sent over to you, or however that you want to say it. And go get your free tickets before they sell out. Does that make sense? Langford leadoff home run. I love him in the leadoff spot. I would love for them to consider that for real. Jack Leiter, 6 innings, 4 Ks, 1 walk, couple lucky double plays made the line look better than it was, but he did look good. 4 straight fastballs over 100. His new little changeup looked pretty good. Didn't throw any curveballs at all, but I like the slider a lot today. I mean, not that I saw, and I think I heard Bassick and Raymond saying they didn't see a curveball either. Dolly 2-run blast, looks good. Tweaked his batting stance a little bit, and he looks good. He looks good. Langford and Dolly and Seager. Langford and Dolly are locked in. Let's just get to the season, right? Get them healthy. Milner and Garabito looked horrible today. Victory Plus free vouchers available to those of you who signed up. I've been working, and that's what I saw today. That's the biggest and most important things that I saw from the game today. What else have I been working on? A couple of fantasy leagues. I've been doing a fantasy league, Content Creators Wars. I'm excited about that. You'll hear more about that. Another league for just Texas Rangers fans, mostly people on X. If you're interested in that one, if you're here, you're probably a Texas Rangers fan. You can message me on X, DM me on X, and I'll send you an invite. We're taking the first 12. I'm one of them, so 11. And I think I was at 8 or 9 when I came upstairs from watching the game downstairs. So it could be full by now. It will be full today. And the Content Creator League is by invite only. Mr. Willie in the house, how you feel about Jack Leiter? Yeah, we were just talking about that. Yeah, his new changeup. He looks good. 4 Ks, 1 walk today, buddy. 6 innings, threw a fastball over 100 miles an hour 4 times today. I do like that little changeup he has. It's an interesting changeup, right? Like, hardest I ever threw. I pitched 100 million years. I pitched. I never touched 90. I would have. Oh, to be able to throw it 90 one time would have been amazing. And to imagine he's throwing a changeup over 90 miles an hour. It's just the world has changed. The game has changed. But yeah, it's filthy, and it makes sense, right? Like if they're just on your 100 mile an hour fastball, throw 194, 93. That makes sense. I think it's brilliant, but wish I could have done it. Anyway, but thanks for being in, Mr. Willie. Mr. Willie's been my friend for years. Say hi to Mr. Willie if you're in chat. Anyway, and then I'm working on a couple other things where I'm going to be doing a lot of live shows, right? I didn't buy season tickets this year. I'll still go to a bunch of games, but I didn't. And one of the main reasons was I want to be able to go live with you guys. I want to do videos and I want to do live streams, pre-game, game time, and post-game. I got to be honest with you. I haven't decided which I want to do. What do we have? 37 people here. Maybe if you have an opinion, let me know right now. Here's something that I'm trying to work out in my own brain. And frankly, I would love to get the opinion of people who want to watch the content, how I should do this. Do I want to do a pregame? I won't always be home from work in time to do a pregame, but the home games, I usually will, actually. Is it best to do a pregame show, watch the game, and then do a postgame show? Would you rather me come on live and we do a watch party during the game and talk about what's happening live? Should we do all three? I'm not going to do all three. That's a 5-hour night every night. I'm just not going to do that. But what do you prefer? Would you prefer a pregame show? A watch party? I'm not showing the game, of course, so you'll watch it on Victory or wherever, but talking about it live while it's happening, or a post-game show? Let me know. I'm really kind of interested in that and what you guys would be interested in. And you can message me if you'd rather do it than not put it in the chat. I might ask some people on X about that too. Whatever. I'm going to figure that out, what's best for my life. But if you guys had a strong opinion, I'd probably go with that. And then we're going to do some stuff that's going to be fun. Watch party. Mr. Willie says watch party. They're fun, right? Mr. Willie and I have done a bunch of those with mostly football, actually. It's probably the way I'm going to go, but I can't always commit to 3 hours is the hardest part about that, honestly. We'll see. We'll see. But the other thing I've been working on is some prizes. So when you go live, you get things like, excuse me, super chats and stuff like that. And when people super chat me, I'm going to have some prizes. You're going to be able to pick your choice for who will win the All-Star Game MVP, the Home Run Derby, the ALCS MVP, the NLCS MVP, AL MVP, NL MVP, Cy Young, and World Series MVP, or some of those at least, maybe not all of those. And there'll be prizes for each one. And so it'll be a hey, thank you to those of you who drop me super chats and members, people who sign up for memberships on the channel. So I've been working with that downstairs and the couple channels. The content creator wars in the idea of tout wars will be something that I'll be showing and sharing a lot with you guys coming soon. That should be fun. And again, there is a couple spots if you want to get in the fantasy league. That's just for Rangers fans and people I know on X and all that. Let me know. It could be filled. It will be filled before I go to bed tonight, I'm sure. So message me over on X, DM me or whatever if you want one of those spots if they haven't filled up yet. Let's end it with a review of what we talked about. Langford leadoff home run. Jack Leiter looked real good. My favorite part was 4 straight over 100, and he went into the 6th inning. The deepest he's gone ever. Doley, another 2-run blast. He looks ready to go. Milner and Garabito looked downright bad. Victory Plus, if you've signed up on Victory Plus, the Rangers Sports Network, it is time to go to your email, get those codes to get your free tickets. The Rangers are coming home. They're on their way to Texas. The Royals are on their way here too. Have a chance to go to a couple of those games. I might go to one of the, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not really sure if I want to go to one of the spring games or the exhibition games with the Royals or not. I might. And then I don't think I have any. Do I have any tickets for the Boston series? I don't think so. I will be out for the Dodgers series. I'm going to all the Dodger games. I don't know. I've got 4 or 5 tickets for April already, so we'll see. I'll probably be out at all, if not most, if not all, of the bobblehead nights because I might have a problem. Thank you guys so much. I see 38 of you still live here. I think we hit 40 earlier. I don't know if that's mostly on X or mostly on YouTube, but I appreciate every single one of you. Zach, Adnan, Jaden, Castro, Rarities, Wooster Willie, my longtime friend. Thank you all so much. We'll be doing a lot more of these. We'll go longer. But the pre-games and the post-games will be about a half hour probably, and we're at 22, 23 minutes right now. So this actually works really, really well. Message me what you prefer, pre-game, post-game, or in-game watch party. I'm interested. Mr. Willie says in-game watch party, and I want to hear from you. That's it, whether you're on Twitter or you're on YouTube. I really appreciate you being here. Go Rangers. You don't have to go, but you can't stay here. See you on the next one. Bye for now.